Hi, today I will explain you how to apply some exponent law or exponent rules in some exercise. We have the product rule or the multiplication rule. That means if you have the same base and you have different exponents or equal exponents, you need to add the exponent. So you copy the base and add the exponent. The quotient rule basically is the same idea, but instead to add, you are going to subtract. So we have the base b and the exponent m, the base b and the exponent n. As you can see, we have the same base, or it's a like terms. So m minus n, we subtract them, and then we solve it. And finally, we have the power rule. When we have power rule is when we have exponents to exponents. And in this case, we are going to multiply. We copy the base and multiply the exponent. When you have a coefficient inside the parentheses, you need to include the coefficient in the exponent. I will explain you these three rules, product, quotient, and power rule, using these examples. For example, here we have y to the third times y to the ninth. We have these powers here. So what you can do first is to copy the equal sign, because remember, we need to connect the original exercise with our answer. As you can see, we have equal bases, so we are going to copy the base y. And what you can do is to add the exponent. Why add? Because following this rule, we have a product, or it's a multiplication. Then you are going to copy the base again, and you are going to add 9 plus 3. And this is going to be the answer for the first exercise. In the second one, we involve coefficient in more than one variable. Remember, when we don't have exponent in the base, means that it's 1. And we have the coefficient 2 and the coefficient 6. So we have 2y to the third power x multiplied by 6y to the 7th power x to the 9th power. First, you need to multiply the coefficients, or it's a 2 times 6. Then what you can do is to arrange the like terms, y to the third and y to the 7th. So you are going to copy y to this to the third power times y to the 7th power. Then you arrange x to the first. Remember, when we don't have exponent, we put it 1, and we have x to the 9. Then you multiply x times 2 times 6, which is 12. And we have y 3 plus 10 give us 3 plus 7 give us 10, and then we have x plus x to the 1 plus 9 give us 10. So remember, we add them applying this rule and following this idea. If you want, you can do it all this step, or you can skip this step and just add 3 plus 7 give us 10 and 1 plus 9 give us 10. So in this case, we have the final answer, 12 y to the 10th power x to the 10th power. Now, as you can see here, we have a division. We have 12 divided by 4. In this case, we need to divide the coefficients. We call coefficients to these numbers. So we're going to have 3. Then we have x to the 23. And we have a division. We have minus 14 here. So we are going to subtract, because we need to apply the quotient rule. So it's going to be x to the 23 minus negative 14. Because and down we have x to the negative 14. Then we have y to the first, or y to the 1, minus 2. Why minus 2? Because here we have y to the second. Remember, we subtract 1 minus 2 and 23 minus 14. You cannot arrange x and y because the bases are different. Then you will have 3 x to the, if you subtract 23 minus negative 14, you are going to get 37, because these two, negative and negative, we convert into positive, because negative times negative give us positive. Then you add them 23 plus 14, which is 27. And then you are going to work with y, and we have y 1 minus 2, and it's going to be power to the negative 1. because 1 minus 2 is negative 1. When you have a negative exponent, you move this one 2 down. So you're going to have 3x to the 37, and this exponent that is negative, we put down applying the inverse operation or the reciprocal, and we put y to the 1. And with this, we finish with this problem about division.